Hey guys, and welcome to week 23 of my fat loss series. This update is gonna be a little bit shorter than usual because I was sick, so there wasn't that much going on. This week my arms and legs were actually down by 1 centimeter and my average daily calories were 2,200 while my average weight was down by 1.5 kilos. That is the biggest drop in my average weekly weight on this cut so far. And check this out, my new lowest weigh-in was 83.1 kilos. So a further 2 kilos down from last week, which was already a huge drop. I was saying a couple of weeks ago how my weight had been stalling at around 87 kilos for multiple weeks and that there would be a huge drop very soon. But I certainly didn't expect myself to lose this much weight in just 2 weeks. It almost feels wrong. Many people more experienced than myself with bodybuilding and generally looking lean have said that you can look pretty similar from around 18% body fat all the way to 13% body fat, and I think that's what's been going on with me for the past couple of months. Now I should be closing in on that 13% barrier, so it'll be really interesting to see what happens with my physique in these next few weeks. Also, based on my previous experiences with cutting, I will start looking a lot more lean as my waist measurement goes below 80 centimeters, which is where it's at now. When you do look at this week's pictures though and you compare them to say a month or so ago, I do look quite a bit more lean right now. As this cut has progressed further and further, I've slowly come to the realization that I was way fatter than I thought in the beginning, and I had way more fat to lose than I thought initially. When I started, I thought I would be really lean by the time I got to 85 kilos, but now I'm starting to think that I've been idealizing my 2018 physique a bit too much, and maybe I wasn't as lean as I thought back then, and I probably need to be under 80 kilos if I really want to get lean. But by the time I get there, I might realize that I actually need to be 70 to 75 kilos to be lean. But that's definitely not something where I'm prepared to go right now. Anyway, I finally received my share of COVID-19. As I mentioned in last week's video, I got sick and I spent the entirety of this week fighting off the various symptoms. As I am speaking right now, making this video, I'm pretty much completely recovered from it. I only had a high fever for about 3 days, then my throat got mildly sore, and then I completely lost my sense of smell and most of my sense of taste, which was pretty annoying. But all in all, it was a very mild experience. Every single flu that I've had in my adult life has been way worse than this. I took an almost complete break from training this week, only doing a couple very light sessions once I didn't have a fever or any noticeable symptoms anymore. I also planned on having a diet break, eating at maintenance to better recover from the sickness, but as I lost my sense of smell and taste, everything started tasting super bland. I completely lost my appetite and only ate about 2,200 calories per day. As my steps were also much lower and I wasn't active in any way, my deficit ended up being about the same as any other week so far. The point is, it was not a diet break, and now that my senses have finally returned, I plan on having the diet break next week, so that I will have the energy and motivation to keep cutting until the end of September, as I alluded to in last week's video. All in all, this cut is going extremely well despite everything. I've already reached my official goal of an 80 centimeter waist measurement, and everything after this is just extra. I've also lost over 15 kilos of total weight so far, by far the most I've ever lost in a single cut, and I just reached 100 subscribers as well. It is amazing to me to think that 100 individual people have decided that my videos are worth following. So a huge thanks for that. Anyway, I'll be getting back to my normal training routine and activity starting next week again. The next few weeks are gonna be really exciting and meaningful, and we're gonna finish this thing strong. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.